doing. Hope you're all doing well. I have to make some space for my cards. The twin flame reading today. Wow, what's coming up for next week? When I was meditating, I heard coming together in the darkest times isn't the easiest one. But you're coming together. Are you prepared for it? Are you ready? Bright future is ahead for you. So that's what the twin flame wanted to tell you. Trust the timing. How beautiful. Are you prepared? Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Wow. And time is never running out. So it's a little bit similar as what I got. You know, there are some things that needs to be prepared. But trust the timing. Your twin flame is coming in. You know, you're coming together and you're looking ahead for a bright future. So yeah, and trust the time and trust the wave you came into. You know, you both are selected by the universe to come into union. And there are some things now, it's even easier, you know, now with this shift and the change that happened when we go into the golden age. You know, it's easier now to come together than it was before, even in the dark times. So the twin flames had to fight a lot of battles, you know, to come together. But in this age, in this stage, let's say it that way, in this stage, and what is happening all over now, we are ready for things to get easier in the twin flame journey. It's getting easier, just like a couple of years ago. Fall into my arms in the heart space of the divine masculine. Surrender, holding the oppositions and the extremes of life. So surrender yourself. Surrender, then that's what the divine masculine is saying from his heart space. You know, surrender yourself into my arms. I'm holding the oppositions. I'm holding what is going on in the realm. I'm holding the fights. I'm doing as much as I can, you know, and I'm fighting the extremities of life. And I do whatever I can, but I still hold that space in my heart for you, where you can feel safe, where you can you know, come and nurture yourself and surrender yourself. And feel that safety in it, because I'm holding that space for you. Wow, that is so beautiful. And divine masculine in his mind space says, you know, just fall, you know, trust the timing, because trust the wave you came on in. And that's the twin flame journey. Is the twin flame wave. There's another wave coming in January, or actually with the winter solstice it starts. So there's another wave coming in. So you never run out in time. And his heart space says, you know, he says trust he says from his mind, just trust in it. You know, it will be okay. You know, all the diversions, all the distractions, everything I had, it's already taken care of. And now it's time for you, and that's what he says from his heart space. You know, surrender and fall into my arms. Just let yourself drop in and, you know, surrender. He's holding everything. He's holding everything at bay. And it's really beautiful. So, how does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine? Wait. She knows it's not time yet, and that's how he sees it. He says, you know, to the divine feminine, wait, it's not the right time. Things are being woven, and that's how he sees the divine feminine. That it's not the time. Things are still being taken care of on the background. You know, a lot of people are in that space, and it's beautiful because she's looking down, you know, from space to the earth, and he's saying from the earth, you know, um, I know because it's not time yet. I know where you are. I know where you're at. So I'm not really worried about everything. And it's I know it's not time. You know that things are being woven. That things are being orchestrated. Uh, for us to come together, but we're coming together, and our journey is the right one. You know, our journey, and that we are coming together is no doubt in my mind. You know that, but if you are in separation with your divine counterpart, then you also will know that if you're in separation, that you will come into union. You know it, and you don't need to worry about it because what the divine got orchestrated, no man can separate it. Oh wow, thank you, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one. What the divine got orchestrated, nobody can separate it. But it needs time. We had the twin flames, the last couple of years. Oh my gosh, it was such a battle for the twin flames, um, to come into union, because there was always something that wanted to interrupt it. If it wasn't spirit, it were situations, it were third parties, it was such a mess. So so now things are shifting, things are changing. So you know, and you need to trust that the right time, and trust that you are coming together. So no doubts about that. You know, don't have any doubts, because if you sending out the spirit of doubt, you know, if you see it energetically as a spirit, you know, guess what you get? He will whistle, say, you know, guys, someone's doubting here. Come on, let them doubt more. You know? And then you get all these energies that starts to rumble with your mind. And then let me see the images, how it works, and it's really funny. Uh, Funny to see it, you know, how it works. But that's how it works, you know. It's the same with insecurity or things like that. If you just see it that way, you can deal with it in a totally different way. So you can also call in the spirits of trust, you know, so you will trust more. And you know, you let your imagination go, you know, don't have to spill everything out. um, so divine feminine, her mind space, so when surrender to the sweetness, you know, surrender to the Venus energy, and have pleasure, joy, and make love to life. You know, you're here to celebrate, you're here to create love and a loving space on this earth, you know. And the Venus energy is helping you with it. um, you know, make do something really nice for yourself, that you can open yourself and have fun, and you know, enjoy life. So that's what the divine feminine does, you know. She maybe maybe she takes you on a journey, maybe she takes you to another space, you know. Maybe she enters your dreams, and when she enters your dreams, um, when she enters your dreams, she makes fun with you, you know. She shows you what would happen in the future, and all these things that are coming to the first surface, and making joy, you know, fun with you, or making love, or you know, create some space around you that you feel happy, you know. So yeah, surrender to the sweetness, what happens. In the divine feminine's heart space, baby steps. Action is already being taken. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So take it easy, divine feminine, because you need to know and you know that in your heart space, that you have to take it easy, that you need to take those baby steps, you know. And and follow your intuition before your mind kicks in. That's what I said here, right? If you're going into doubt, oh, you know, that spirit will say, oh, come on, guys, there's someone here doubting. Let's give him some more. Yeah. So it's really interesting, and you need to follow your intuition before your mind kicks in, and take it. Yeah, sometimes things don't make sense at all, you know. And you see it here, she's standing in front of the gate, and she is thinking, you know, shall I take that leap of faith, or you know, shall I jump, and where do I jump into? Take it easy, take it step by step, you know, because before you jump in, but follow your intuition. Your intuition said already at the first moment, your intuition says a yes or a no right away. When you meet, your intuition says, is this something? What is it? What happens to me, you know? What the heck is this, you know? I never experienced this kind of connection. What is it? And then you have to explore before, and your intuition knows already, but you have to explore because you're still here in this realm, you know, to see if it makes sense, if it makes, if all the things that you felt, if that makes sense, if that is okay for your heart to live with. So, and how the communication is going, and if can you open yourself? Are you feeling safe? You know, that's and the divine masculine says, okay, fall into my arms. You're safe. So, and still, and I think that's because of the past of the divine feminine. Probably has to do with yeah, whatnot, has to do with her past experiences, that she is that careful, because it's not that she wants to make same mistake. It's not what I feel. It's more like can we walk that journey together? That's it. Can we walk that journey together? So, and I hear, yes, you can walk that journey together, because you have we put you together because you both can change things, not only outside of yourself, also within yourself. So that's why we trust you both, to go there. Take it, how it comes, follow your intuition. How does the divine feminine seize the divine masculine? The seize of the minika, mintka, mintaka, mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So this is what the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine. He bringing things of what's not conscious to light. And seeing the potential. So she sees the potential in him, in the journey, in everything they want to undertake. Yeah, and they bring a lot to light. Everything what is not spoken of, everything what's not seen, they bring it to light. And that is really a powerful tool they both have to work with. So, what will support the divine masculine? What will support the divine masculine? Oh, wow. What will support him? Starkeeper. Egypt codes on here. Starkeeper. You're a cosmic ancestor. Your cosmic ancestor seek the light by staying grounded. So that's what he does. He is grounding that light into this earth. He is one of the Starseed ancestors that came to this earthly plane to, work with the light, work with the union between the masculine and the feminine, but also working with the earth. So to create that space. is really, and ground that energy from the universe into this third dimensional realm, but heading towards 5. He's already on this union path to get everything over and shifting to another world. So he is ready to make that leap. He was already ready, I hear. He was already ready. Yeah. Divine Feminine, what will support you? Whale and Orca elders. Share your song, your frequency of sound, and dive deep. Dive deep in the ocean. Dive deep in the sea. You know, and let the frequencies of sound, of toning, of your bowl, or whatever you use, let it go through your system. Maybe it's an interesting thing to do a sound journey, you know, to work with the sound and working with to get you deeper into those vibrations of your emotions, so these emotions can come, you know, they stir it up, and the vibration will um, loosen up those stuck emotions, because that's what songs can do, that is what music can do, that is what you know, the vibration of sound bowls or drums or flutes can do. You know, it's all music has a divine vibration, you know. And when you work with those energies, I was out last night with my drum, because normally it's no, it's yeah, yesterday I was out with my drum, because Wednesday I always have my drum class. So I thought, let's connect on Wednesday night, and then activate it into Mother Earth on a Thursday. So that's what I did. So yeah, so it's really important for the Divine Feminine now to yeah, work with the elders of the ocean, you know, to share your song, your frequency, your sound. You know, it's very very important to let that know. Okay, what is the universe saying for both of them? The earth is pulsing. The pulse of Mother Earth. Slow down and follow it. Time and nature. So it's the second time I did the gold prince reading before this one, and they also said, you know, take time, take a rest, restore, you know, slow down, and yeah, lay down. I see, lay down here on the earth, and listen to the earth and listen to their rhythms, you know. Slow it down. It's time in it. Take some time in nature, you know, to restore and rejuvenate, and listen to her, because she has so much to tell you. It's incredible how much she has to tell you, how much signs she gives you when you're just walking or sitting, or, you know, being in her energy. Really amazing. Let's see. I think our cards here. My bed is always stored with cards. These cards. So yeah, so many cards around here. so many decks, and I think I have the other deck in my bag. No, not in my bag, so it will probably somewhere in my in my bed somewhere. Let's see. I have the Twinflame cards today. Let's see what they have to tell. Compassion. Higher heart opening. Open your heart and be compassionate. Compassionate around people, or to people, or around people. And it was the same also in the gold print. They said, you know, step in somebody else's shoes before you judge how they feel, what is going on, and don't do everything with your mind. Use your higher heart to connect with someone, to feel where they are at. And your higher heart is opening. Also for the divine masculine, the higher heart is opening. So that's really beautiful, that this energy can go and flow through. He gets so much love from the divine, and he is being, you know, held so secure by the divine. It's the 1111 card of compassion. Being compassionate not only to other people, but also for yourself, you know, so you can open your heart. Sometimes you're too harsh for yourself. Interesting, because they say the love that you always gave to other people and you didn't receive it back, and you gave and give and give and you didn't receive it back, you're up for a huge surprise, because all that love that you gave, you will receive. You will receive back in your life, because there is so many your divine counterpart, your twin flame, she will give you everything you need. She gives you the love, the compassion, the nurturing, everything what you wished for, she will give you. Not the harsh things of the 3D and the karmic energy that we went through for such a long time, for you know, almost our whole lives. There is this, and you know how it feels. I hear you know how it feels, because you experienced it already, you know. So generous, and such a beauty, and such a loving energy. I hear you will receive it. You will receive it again, but then triple it. You get it back in threefold, I hear. Everything what you gave, what you did for other people, what you put into yourself, what you put into other people, what you put into situations that wasn't even worth it, you know, everything, all the love that you sent out, you will get it back. And it will come in no time, I hear. You already will start to notice, to feel it, through your higher heart. So that is really amazing. Divine feminine, surrender. Divine feminine, I don't know where it is. Oh, here. Divine feminine, you probably go through the dark night of the soul, you know, um, and you're going deep, 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 deep. So it's, but stay in peace. Stay always in that peace energy. You know, the dark night of the soul is for you to transform, to go to that golden age, to go through that golden template. You know, it's needed to activate your golden template. That's what I hear. So, and to activate your gold print, because you know it's something you need to grow again into another shift. It's, you know, it's really, really amazing. So it's yeah, every dark night of the soul, and that's, it's the perfect time for it, right? You know, it's we are in the dark mother's time, and the dark mother doesn't kid, you know, she takes you into the spaces. I always call it the Inanna journey. And if you're walking with that energy, you know that you every year you go into that dark night of the soul. Every year, you're going down into the path of Inanna, and then being reborn again and being totally stripped naked and have nothing than your love, you know. And she did it for love. So I think this is really amazing, whatever it does. So when you're going through that dark night of the soul, um, surrender. Don't fight it. Don't try to say, okay, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to distract myself. I'm going to do something different, because that situation you're in now is needed, and it's needed to come back again to the other side, to be able to support and give other people their journey. It's don't the trust the timing. That's the whole thing. Trust the timing, but also being in your mind space, thinking out about the beautiful things that there are in life. When you're going through the dark night of the soul with your twin flame, and you're totally, or you're in separation, and you feel that there is no connection, or you are in separation. You're never in separation with your twin flame. You're always connected. Your souls are always connected. Your soul line is always there. um, and you have to go through this because there is that growth that you need for your journey together, when you're back together again. This is really, really amazing. And I think that what you're heading towards, surrender. You can't do anything about it. If you need to go deep, you go deep. and it can mean there are more circumstances around it, that it's just not just the twin flame journey, but it's a stack of situations that that are bringing you there. So it's a part of you. It's a part of growth. Be grateful for every dark night of the soul. Be grateful for this, because behind that is a lot of growth coming out of it. you know I always say, I I bless my I I bless my journey. That's also bless your journey of the dark night of the soul. If you don't feel happy, you know, you know, and it can also be that you are so connected with your twin flame, because you're not in union yet, and it's coming into union, that you can feel his energy, because you're connected with each other. Maybe it's your own, and he feels you, where you are at with your emotions. So don't, but sending peace, sending love, it's the dark mother, it's I always say it's the black snake that devours everything, and then when his tummy is full, he shed his skin because he grow bigger, you know and then shed your skin, crawl out of it, and move on. A new skin will be born, a new you will be born. So and do it in peace. If you need to um, go back, and you need to retreat yourself doing this, perfectly fine. Take me home for the divine masculine. The the pathway to true love. Take me home, the 1111. So he is going to take that pathway to home. He's going to take that pathway um, where he needs to be, to his heart, to his divine feminine. And he will be there, and he will stay there, because he knows that journey will take him to other journeys. That journey will take him to abundance, to prosperity, to love, to I already see that journey in front of me, and it's beautiful. So take me home to a place where I can feel home, and I want to feel home with you. So that's what the divine masculine says, and that's why, when the divine feminine is surrendering to the dark night of the soul, because of the journey of being in separation, or things are happening in her environment where she needs to go through all by herself. The only thing what is needed is for the divine masculine to hold space in love for her, you know and that's the only thing he needs to do, and he does. I hear he does hold space for her, you know even when she is not around, and she is I hear she is traveling the world and doing her thing and seeing her happy. That's also what he tries to do for himself. He wants to make himself happy. He wants to take that journey on. So yeah, and then I have two friends that are in separation at the moment, and and they're doing exceptional well, because he lives somewhere else, and she is traveling and doing her thing, and then coming back together, and they merge together and creating some extraordinary things together, and it is so beautiful how they do that. So yeah, it's yeah, really beautiful. But that's also what I hear faith does. If you're connected together, and you're in faith, you have the journey together, and you have faith in each other. You don't there is no competition, let's say it like that, because that's it is not possible. It's almost impossible to have competition when those two, when the universe brings you together. There is no, yeah, no, there's no competition. That's what I hear. I hear there are options, but it's not competition. Okay. There are options, many options, but this also for the Divine Feminine, I hear. Divine Feminine has many options, but it's not competition. Mystical messages. Follow the signs. Divine Feminine, you will get a lot of messages, a lot of mystical messages that can be. You can hear things in the realm. You get the messages all around you, from spirit, from for totem animals. I hear. Follow those signs, because all those signs, they have a meaning. Then you see something. Oh, I hear something on social media. Follow that sign, because it the at the moment that you hear it, it's for you. So it's perfectly fine. So be in that space. Really beautiful. So follow those messages, because they're very important for your journey. Um, and then I hear, don't let fear um, of the journey of the dark night of the soul interfere with your future, because has nothing to do with your future. It's something that needs to be transformed within you, because you're not in the right space. And it's just what you need to go through. Yeah, I I think it's normal. I think it's normal when you're going through a dark night of the soul, um, because when you surrender and you accept it, it's very easy. It's very easy to navigate it. Okay, so follow the mystical messages. So how does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine in union, when they are together in union? How does he sees that journey for himself and her? Spiritual awakening. Shift or be shifted. Oh my gosh, is it? Oh my gosh, I need to shift or I will be shifted. So there is a spiritual awakening when he is with her, and that's what he sees and what he feels, and also, yeah, I think it's for them both, because twin flames are mirroring each other. So what is the twin flame for the divine feminine saying in union with the divine masculine? Oh, and they have both the 2-2 cards. That's interesting. She sees past life healing is being made. They both were on a journey, and um, past lives are healed. Uh, that's what the divine feminine sees, that is happening, and divine masculine is shifting, or being shifted. Oh my gosh. I hear so many things now, and I see so many spirits, ancestors jumping up and down, like yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to make it, and he is going to change, she is going to change, and you know, they Divine Feminine has a lot of past remembrance. Um, Past remembrance where she can help and heal the divine masculine with, and vice versa. And divine masculine says, you know, we can shift your energy, you know. And I have a feeling that has to do with dark night of the soul. You know, that he says, you know, if I'm there, you know, we both will shift each other and shift and be shifted. And it will all be under influence of the divine, of the universe. So this is really a voyager's journey and a huge spiritual awakening with each other, and walking that spiritual path together. I hear it won't be an easy one, because if one gets a sign that they need to go, like for instance, oh, I need to go there, you know, and oh, you can't you can't join me, you know, one or the two is going on their own, because they have to follow that devotion to the spirit that um, is sending them somewhere. I don't think it will be that much, I hear, but you need to be accountable, and you need to know when you're stepping in the journey that one of the two that have a mission, you know, to do the work, to step into it and just go and do it. You know, that's the whole spiritual journey, you know, and you can't um, let yourself be held back by your counterpart, by your divine counterpart. Or you go together or you go alone. That's what I hear. Or you go together and you're in for it, and you say yes, jumping up and say, yep, my bag is already by the door, you know, I'm heading. Um, or one or the two is going on their own. Then I see the other one packing like hell. Packing for the journey. Yeah, really good. It's fun. I hear they're both very adventurous. So, and they know the impact of the journey. They know what they need to do, and what the journey and the devotion means for them. Um, yeah. Divine Feminine has a breakthrough. Divine Masculine is a twin flame facilitator and has an expansive growth. Um, Divine Feminine is in a process of karmic debris, and it means that she is clearing out all karma, all what is left, all the karmic debris that is left within her, and that is surrounding her. She's breaking through with that. She's breaking with all the karmic bonds, I hear, all the karmic contracts. That's done, that's over with. So that's probably the dark night of the soul of the Divine Feminine, because she's clearing out all that old karma, what is surrounding her, and making that breakthrough. and breaking through the other side, I hear. Could also be if you are still in a karmic relationship, a karmic partnership, and the divine is calling you, you know, to go on your journey, because somewhere out there is a twin flame for you waiting, you know, that she says, okay, I need to break free. Now is the time. I need to cut cords. I need to separate myself. I need to go through that dark night of the soul. I need to break, break through and get rid of all these karmic processes, because it holds me stuck. I'm not able to move forward. Um, um, and I also get a vision now of somebody who's in a marriage that needs to get out, you know, because or a union that needs to get out, uh, because there's a lot of uh, abuse going on. And I'm not talking about physical, but more about mental abuse. So but it gets worse every time. It gets worse and worse and worse, and there's a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure. So yeah, and then I see her breaking out of it. I see her breaking through and say, you know, I need to clear this karmic. This is totally karmic. This is not a twin flame journey. I need to get out. And then she gets her breakthrough, but still going through the dark night of the soul, because yeah, you know, um, in a separation, you go deep. You know, you go dark. Um, I know when I went through my dark night of the soul because of a separation, I wasn't the person I'm now. You know, I was horrible for my feeling. I was horrible. You know, because you're going through some dark stuff, and you only see the dark. You can't see that light. You know, you try to see the light, but you know, all you see is fear and anxiety and animosity, and you know, the whole blame game starts. What you I would say now, you know, no, I'm not going that direction anymore, because and if you go into the dark night of the soul now, you get a totally different layer. You get a totally different layer of going that deep. So that's the breakthrough where the divine feminine has to go through. So if you're in a situationship, or you're in a twin flame, or and that's not a twin flame, you know, twin flames aren't abusive against each other. You know, they have this common sense to talk everything out. For the divine masculine is an expensive growth coming in this journey with his divine feminine, and at the moment he's going through a huge, you know, huge expensive growth. So this expansive growth is you know, on all levels: physical, mental, spiritual. You know, a huge part of his healing capacities are coming back to the surface. You know, how he is a healer that becomes stronger and stronger. He is connected to all of it. You know, he's connected to the earth, connected with the masculine and the feminine, and with source. He is connected. So there is a huge growth going there. And I also see that when the divine masculine and feminine are together, you know, the going facilitate. Uh, huh, I hear groups. I facilitate groups for union and growth. So that's really really big. It's really big what they're going to do together. It's wow, wow. When I hear and see when this is coming out in the open, this is huge. It's huge because they're stepping both in that gold print dynamics. Yeah, it's a journey. It's a beautiful journey. That's what I can say and what I can see. He will, we need to remember that a masculine stays a masculine and a feminine stays a feminine. If you start to do roles reversal, forget it. It's all done. Okay, last cards for both of them. Okay, go beyond the illusion and take the things as they are. Change your perception. So everything what is being shown is in this world, you have to see it with 380 degrees difference. 360 degrees difference, I hear. Because you're not seeing the real things that are what's happening in this world. If they say this, if it's set in a 3D, you need to change it because it's a lie. That's don't believe anyone on its word who's tapped into the 3D and walking that path of you know the program. Change your perception on that because the world is so much more beautiful than it really is. The people are so much more beautiful than you think they are. And of course, what you think you will attract. Where you put your focus, that's what you will attract. The focus where you know, that's the whole thing. And that will bring you the breakthrough, you know, and see the things, and that's what the heart space of the divine feminine says, take it with baby steps. Don't say everything is wrong. No, there are some things that are be changed and can be changed. So if you already says, that's not that's wrong, that can't be changed, it won't be changed because your mindset is already there. But if you say, okay, the possibility is there that everybody is growing and changing it through its life, you know that there's a possibility that things can change. But don't believe the illusion. That's the thing. That's the thing. Don't believe the illusion. Because sometimes people also can, you know, uh, make the things more beautiful than that they are, you know. Um, hmm. What's the word for that? The modern word, they call it gaslighting. Well, it's also through that you can see. So don't believe it. Actually, don't believe it. Don't believe what people say to you. It's the actions that you need to see, the proof you need to see. Okay, so it's, I don't know where this is coming from, but this is really weird. The love and the light will always win. Love and light will always win. And it doesn't matter with which intention. If the intention is love and light, and to expose the dark, will always win. And I keep it to that. If you want your private reading for your own twin flame journey, or you want to have to see where your twin flame is at, you know, in his process towards you, let me know. And you can find me in the description box below. There is an email address, and send me a message if you want your own twin flame journey. Okay, all the love, all the blessings. Grateful for all of you that's watching. Thanks.